Hey everyone, this is just me, Cassidy. I decided I was gonna do a bunch of side quests today. This is right after we finished finished with Ostogar. I remember that. Um, I think I messed with everyone's armor. Yeah, because he's got the fancy stuff. He's got the Warden Commander armor. It's really a shame that I never used Sten, even though he's pretty cool, but I just like having Alistair, and I don't really need two warriors, and I'm already OP. So, yeah, we're just gonna do a bunch of side quests today, so let's get started.
Will you stop eating?
I don't know why, but I don't remember this. Um, I'm gonna do my own ambush. Oh no, I do remember this. It's like one of those really it's like meandering, and half the time you forget where you are. And there's so many people and it's annoying. I decided to just do this on my own today because uh I really like this game, and I know that Zach's like kind of ambivalent about it. So and I know he especially be pretty bored with just watching me do side quests, but I figured it'd be a good way for us to have some one-on-one time. So I actually played Dragon Age Inquisition first, and when I first heard of it, um my mom had just started seeing my dad, and he had a bunch of video games. I had never really played a lot of like console video games before, so I was a little apprehensive. But I kind of fell in love with Inquisition immediately because I thought it just looked stunning. And I played it on the PS3 originally. I played it on the PS3 I'm playing on right now. Uh, and then after I finished it, well, actually, I don't think I had even finished it. I was partway through, and my dad told me about Origins, which he said Origins is my dad's favorite game, and I also really like it. I don't know if it's my favorite game because I don't know what else to compare it to, but off the top of my head, yeah, it's probably my favorite game. With Inquisition probably being a close second, and I think Dragon Age 2 would be so much better if it didn't have the same assets used over and over again, but I understand why that is. And so I give it a lot of leeway because of that, and I think a lot of people do. But I personally like the characters a lot more in Dragon Age 2, um, just because they seem a lot more charismatic. Plus, they have Hawk to bounce off of as well, and Hawk is just a great character all by himself, which I think is really interesting. And I've always played as female Hawk. And I think I've played a dude once in this game. And then, of course, I romanced Zivran. I've never romanced Morgan, which is probably. You should probably do it at least once just because it is pretty important story wise. I've never been able to get the keep to work on Inquisition, so I've never been able to see like all of the stuff that Morgan has going for her after the fact. So we're here in Denerim. I have a lot of side quests here. I'll have to go in between the different sections of the town
Draw
as
your
well.
weapon. Are you talking to me? Your weapon. Draw it.
Oh,
Why? Are
we
we
can sit
going
here and listen
back?
to some banter.
I'm
Why
going to
not?
see what you can do. You want to fight me? Just like that? You are a Grey Warden. How are you going to face an archdemon if you cannot face me? It is a mystery, I'll admit. I should let your weakness damn us all. Draw your sword. Try not to injure you permanently. I don't have to prove anything to you, forget it. So you do have a spine. Pity you don't use it.
I don't think I've heard that one before. That's pretty good. Um, I think the Canary are pretty interesting. From I don't know. I think it's interesting that they both do and don't have a religion. It's a lot like Buddhism, I think, in that sense. Of course, this is all just me speaking and not,
And you'd like
anything that you should really take as gospel, so to speak.
dwarven craft.
Um,
Fine dwarven
but I do
craft.
think it's pretty
You want to buy
interesting
wares?
that the Kunari have this.
Dwarven craft.
They seem really
Fine
unique
dwarven craft.
in all of
Reck for
the
more is the most
fantasy settings that we could possibly see. I'm just talking. I've completely forgotten what I was doing.
Magic exists
It
far
looks like we've got
beyond
some more
human
quests to check
So
out.
stung with 100.
who have taken
Apparently, I've completed a quest in the meantime.
Strange that matters can be so. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's
Why did you
Court?
have an exclamation mark over your head? How did you know?
Well-armed individuals that visit the wreck. Chanter Rosamond is tireless and resolute in her duties. I'm sure you can find something of it.
I.
Of course.
They shall be named
Okay. So obviously I didn't do
Nice
what
to
I
see you again.
should have done. Oh, here we go.
Really? I would like to examine them in
I
any
guess I just had to
event.
talk to her first. Look, don't touch.
Let me see. The scrolls are old. No, it's written in cipher. Early believers. These could be authentic. Please, let me examine it.
I don't know. I play these
Only
games about how I
just quill
would if
something.
I were
What's the
here
trick
in
to the
person.
cipher again?
And I like to think I'm a pretty kind person, and so I would just give it to her because I don't see the
Examining
point
the
in
scrolls,
getting
I know a few of the early Chanter
monetary
ciphers, but I'm
gain
not
from
fully
something
familiar
as
with this
important
one.
as that.
The
But I
bits I
also
have made out.
really value
This may be
history.
an account of Maferath's final days, and perhaps more. I know, it's remarkable. The same Maferath who betrayed our... If we could get a real translation, well, it could be the find of our lifetime. When I finished it, it could take months. Who knows what secrets... Here is all of the allowance I have for acquisition.
It's interesting that they don't have you go through and go find a cipher for her if there's anything.
The deep
Though I
dusk
guess
before dawn's first light
that's kind of the point.
seems eternal. But know that the sun always
So the
rises.
first time I played this as well was I played a rogue. I think I don't remember what difficulty I played it on just because I didn't really pay attention to difficulty
Life is
back
very
then.
bleak.
I really
Come
only
back
started
soon.
playing games fairly recently. I started probably my sophomore year of high school, and I started playing stuff on Steam. I had friends around me that would just constantly say, "Oh, I was playing this on Steam, blah blah blah," and I thought Steam was like a game itself, and nobody would tell me that it was like a hub for a bunch of computer games. Um, and I played computer games when I was younger too, but it was more of like uh Disney's phonics type stuff. I did a lot of
Dwarven
learning
craft.
games when I was
Fine
younger.
dwarven craft.
Um,
Reck for more is the most.
I had Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for the PC when I was younger. And I don't know why, but that game always really scared me, and I didn't get very far in it because I could only play it if there was someone in the room. And of course, my parents are always busy, so I never finished it. I could play it now because I know it's not scary, but never finished it. I have no desire to finish it now, though, because it's Harry Potter. Why would I want to have anything to do with it? It has been a while since I played this. I really only know like the major beats. Inquisition, though, I walked my dad step through step playing that when he finally played it. I was like, okay, so you're gonna get this quest here, and this is where you find the one where you go and you find the elf woman where the Templars have taken her husband's ring. You have to go find the ring. Uh, present the small painted box. Cool. It's interesting they have Red Jenny here, even though you really don't get to play around with it so much. Really like Sarah's character. I didn't like her that much initially, but she's grown on me. Going through and it's like, oh, she lost her ring, the Templars took it, you have to go find it. I'm like, okay, so you're gonna get this quest here, you go find the ring here, and then when you go over there, there's gonna be that stronghold, and there's gonna be a rift in there, and they're gonna give you another weapon. So it's just kind of, I don't know, Inquisition kind of struck a chord with me, and I think a lot of it, I think that's the reason why I love RPG games so much. It's because they did it really well. It's the same thing. Like I think the reason I like Cyberpunk so much is it's such a similar experience to Dragon Age Inquisition,
This place stinks of desperation.
even though it's not nearly as polished, obviously.
That scamp Kylon sent you, right? Glad he hasn't
All
forgotten.
right, let's get rid of the mercenaries.
Turn around and walk, stranger. This affair is for white falcons only.
White Falcons. Well, I'm not a narc, so who or what?
We're the toughest, meanest, and loudest mercenary band from the free
You
marches.
you are loud.
If you haven't heard of us yet, you will soon. Now get out.
Hmm, I'm the warden, so
Get a load of this guard. You're telling us
I think
what
I've
to
upped
do?
my persuasion all the way. Let's be tiny elf that wants to scare everybody.
You aren't no common guard. You're with all how, aren't you?
No.
Men, let's clear out. Don't want to get on location.
I
do we?
should wear like a warden outfit. Everybody should know I'm the warden. I'm not scared. Let's check this out. Is Isabella over here yet? She is. That was one of the craziest things, is learning that the Isabella in the second game is the same Isabella as this. Though, of course, she's so much better in Dragon Age 2. The first time I played Dragon Age 2, I didn't find her at all. I didn't even know she existed.
Many of your kind in my journeys, and there is
So I just
always
happened to never go
something
back to the Hanged Man
odd
during the first
about
act,
you.
or is it the second act?
Grey Warden or
Either one, I
It
never went
is
back, and
fresh,
so I missed my
but not a
chance
woman
to
who
see her.
answers to no one.
Don't compare yourself to me. I'm pleased to meet you.
Now, what can I do for you, my dear? I assume you saw that little drama, and none of these poor brutes has ever proven a match for me. They are too clumsy and predictable. I fight with quickness and wit, rather than with brute force and strength. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I
It'd be kind of
encountered
fun
daily.
to play this again as not a mage. Will you teach me?
An unusual request, but I have watched you, and you seem to lack
You're
a
right.
particular
I don't do
grace
swords.
that I can teach you some basics. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better, so we shall call for a drink. and
Aren't
you will
there
honor me with a
no other
game.
ways?
Do you have something else in mind?
No.
Have you ever played?
I'm with Alistair. I'm not
It's
gonna be a
easy to
bad girl.
learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to?
I'll shuffle them.
Good. Go ahead then.
I also, the first time I played Inquisition, I wanted to romance Varric so bad. Because I played a dwarf my first time.
And make clear
Because,
the player
okay, so I was going to play a Kunari the first time, but the way that I made my Kunari, her teeth stuck out every time she, like, stood still. So I had to remake my character.
I have a good feeling about this game.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! The Angel of... I don't think I've ever seen quite so odd. I have 4 knights. Roses? Still undefeated after all these years. Will I never meet my match? Not so fast, sweet thing. I'm not
Okay.
sure I know... Ah, you're... Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Very well. There. 5 cards each to start with. Ah, a wonderful card for me.
Don't I get to,
I
like...
seem to have run out of ale. I shall send my boy to fetch some. Ha! The
Don't you,
Angel
like,
Death card.
catch her cheating or
Game
something?
over. We must... I don't think I've ever... I have 4... Still undefeated after all these years. Before we start, the cards.
I could have sworn that you, like, watch her cheat.
Go ahead then.
Cut the cards.
Are you done?
Just a minute. This.
Okay, here we go.
Bella's cheating. Do you realize it?
Yes!
I think she has an ulterior motive. She wants. I think we can outsmart her.
Alright, Liliana, I suppose.
Well, will you play again? You're a good sport. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled.
At least I'm not betting money.
Very well.
Though I also wouldn't mind, because I'm a terrible, like, I love gambling in video games.
5 cards each to start with.
I love gambling with no downsides, you know? There's no risk, then I love gambling.
Oh, I think I'm going to win this round. Ha! And I have Songs of Twilight and Autumn, Serpents of Decay and Sadness. The Knights of Compassion and Mercy. They are only just...
None of those cards make sense. I think it'd be really hard to play Wicked Grace. Teach me!
Come.
Are we done?
I don't think there's anything else I can teach
Okay.
you.
Alright.
I was hoping I'd find you. I heard about the pearl. I don't know how, but you got them to leave.
Oh, is this Sergeant Kylon? Kylon?
Nobody gives orders to my men but me. A little lesson in respect is in order.
Excuse me?
I see. Don't bother sparing these.
Enemies might want to walk.
Oh, okay, it's just the White Falcons. I was about to say, is there a faction battle here? Yeah, I love RPGs. But for some reason I've never really been able to get into... what is that game called? With the most recent one or something was like the Three Houses. I don't know, it's a huge RPG. I cannot remember what it's called right at this moment. But, I watched someone play it and it just seems really complicated. And then I played the mobile game. And it was okay for a little bit. But then after a point, it's like I can't buy any more heroes. And that's all I was here for was to, look at cute girls. I just love character designs.
Here's the payment I promised. I might have, but I'm heading back to the...
You see his face just then? It, like, warped. I had,
I said something to Amir.
I did. I had a friend in college who was playing this game. And it was her first time playing it. And she auto-leveled every one of her characters, including the Warden, up until, like, the final battle where you can't leave and hope to grind or something. And so she was stuck with not being able to do anything because all of her characters were leveled so bad. Not to mention enough. Like, maybe she could have been able to figure it out if... Ooh, I'm about to die. Oh! Oops. Like, maybe if she had leveled them well, then maybe she could have found a way, I guess. But, yeah, it just... She could not get past, I'm trying to think. When you do your first, like, big battle, and there are dark spawn, there's, like, a big courtyard, and you can go into it, and there's a bunch of, I think there's some drakes or something, too. And she just couldn't do it.
Good day.
Who is she? Door of a blood mage's relative. Oh! Alright. Was that to, like, help them or hurt them? Blood of warning. Oh, I see. It's to help them. It's to tell them that they've been accused so they can leave, right? Were you fighting someone else? Oh my gosh. Who's Roz? I don't know any Roz. Then again, I really don't ask people's names before I kill them. Makes it less personal. And I'm nothing if not an impersonal murderer.
You! We're about to send the boys to hunt you down!
How many people want to kill me? Oh my gosh. I'm the ding darn warden. I'm about to destroy the darkspawn threat for all of you, and you want to kill me? I'm your only hope. I never really feel like the warden does enough to really warrant all of this animosity towards them. Ooh, I'm about to die. Geez, Zach's right. I really do let things go. I've kind of backed myself into a corner later on, romancing Alistair. I've never had Logain in my party, ever. And I'm not gonna start now. Apparently he's decent, but, just don't like having him for story reasons. I'm excited to get to the alienage. I like some of the side quests that are in there. Open the door. Let's go inside. Open the door, get on the floor. Whoop! They got me. Not for long. Oh, get out of the trap. I don't want them to have all the fun. Come on. Damn. I wish some of the better spells that I had actually worked well. It just feels like Arcane Missile is the best option in all cases. Like, why use anything else if it does so much damage? Let's do you. Let's do a good Mind Blast. I guess there's not really any point to that. It's just stun.
Done and done.
Okay. I had to clear out some of my inventory because, as it happens so very often, I ran out of inventory space, despite having 100 slots. But that's just how the dragon kills things. I don't know. I'm actually kind of surprised I can talk at all, because generally with these types of things, I get super distracted. And it's probably pretty obvious because I've stopped and been like, several times. Let's see how fast I run out of inventory space again. Oh! Alistair leveled up. Very nice. I just want Zavran to level up already because I like having him in my party more. And what's weird is I've only been able to find him, once playing Dragon Age 2, which I think is pretty strange. Everybody's all like, oh, he's a cool find, and it's like, I've only been able to find him once, and for some reason, never again. I just kind of like his story. I don't know, there's just something really endearing about Dragon Age itself, because it has so much, I guess, heart in it. Like, it's obvious that people poured their heart and souls into this. You know, you see this statue a lot, and I don't even know what it is. She's got, like, hands around her waist, so she's got wings, a weird head, and then it looks like 2 hands, 2 arms at her waist crossed over. I don't know, it's cool looking though. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. Come on, inventory, I dare you. Probably go to town after this. never really understood the stigma against blood magic in this. Like, why do they stigmatize blood magic for, like, they say the reason is because you can hurt people very easily with it, but isn't that the same for literally anything? Like, teach someone to use a sword and they can very easily learn how to kill people with a sword. Like, I don't understand why blood magic is demonized as much as it is. I do like how in Dragon Age 2 they have Meryl as kind of like a foil to all that. Like she uses it, responsibly to an extent. Look, this looks like the same lady but in a different pose. No, it's not quite the same. But it's cool though. A bunch of phylacteries. Yeah, Meryl's pretty cool because of that. Um, Even though I also never really used her that much. Who would I have used instead? Of course I played Mage. I'm trying to think of who else is a mage. Oh, Anders. I like Anders more in Awakening than Dragon Age 2, but I think a lot of people think like that.
I could do that for you.
She's kind of a weird...
Something you need, my dear?
Oh, my dear. Never mind. I think a lot of people feel that way. He's just so whiny in the second one. But I do like that everyone in the second one's bi. Because I really wish I could have romanced Morgan as a lady. I think it would have been fine. I think Morgan probably, like, story-wise, would be bi, wouldn't she? Like, she was raised in the woods. I don't really think she would have any concept of sexuality in that sense. I want to light the oil on fire, but it's not gonna let me. I don't want to kill dogs. I don't like games that make you kill dogs. I mean, I like this game, but they could have easily just not had you kill dogs. Fireball these motherfuckers. My warden senses are tingling. Oh, so he gets to light the oil on fire. Okay. Get 'em. I like that Fireball doesn't need a casting time, but the other less effective spells do. Just fire everywhere.
It is done. I have
Gosh, is this quest over yet? This is pretty cool. A three-headed something. Dragon? That's not what dragons look like. She just fell. That's funny. So I just spent a while clearing out my inventory because, again, it's dumb and I didn't sell anything. But that's what I'm going to do next time. Saving content must be a final battle. Or a conversation, maybe?
I know not how you have survived thus far.
'Cause I'm boss, bitch.
Or providence. No matter. You will.
I sent something wrong.
Well, cool. I really didn't want to give you the option of, whether or not I was going to let you live or die. Anyways. So it wasn't. I knocked myself back, too. But I guess I should have expected that. Let's get this guy. Probably should kill him first. Then we'll go back to him. Let's give him Mind Blast. Oh, he's stunned. Okay, cool. Bam. Good job, Alistair. You're such a good boy. Give me your stuff. Oh, I'll take a quick run around first. Money. Money. Money is just as important. I agree. What you got for me? Alright. Bedroom key. Well. And I gotta do my inventory again. But I put a bunch of stuff in my, in here. So I could just easily get rid of stuff. Which feels like getting rid of money, but that's how it is when you're dumb, like me. Wait. Oh, I already unlocked it, didn't I? I don't need the bedroom key when I've already unlocked the bedroom. Correct.
You thought to escape me, eh, Warden? I
No.
would prefer to fight with honor, but over scum like.
I'm scum? Excuse me? I say I'm gonna save the world. World savers aren't scum. Thank you very much. I'm the opposite of scum. I am... flowers. A rose, just like Alistair said. I'm a good person. For the most part. Oh! Oops. Yeah, it's Zach's right. I have a horrible habit of letting my health go. Quest completed. Ugh. Now we're back in Denerim proper. And I'm gonna try to... Well, I'm not gonna try. I'm turning in my quest. Nothing new. Okay, okay. Let's talk to Mages Collective.
The Mages Collective.
Yeah. Anything new? Nope. But there's something on the other side here. What is it? Oh, it's this guy. Oh, right.
See you back.
Need any more help?
I've got complaints and nothing violent has happened. The sellsword just drum the louts out of that. Captain said Denerim.
I mean, aren't mercenaries important for, armies?
You're back.
Now we're in the Nod Noble Tavern. That's right, the bartender has quests for us too. Yeah. Man, that means we're gonna have to do another side quest episode. But we'll just finish up what's here in, the Nod Noble, and then probably call it. There have been complaints about you.
I spit.
You see, this is why we called the guard.
Uh-huh.
A ruckus they are.
The dog has better bars.
Happen to like the ale better here, the wine too. So long as we're paying, they're serving.
Hmm.
You may have a point, but ours.
Too
We
many
go to
damned
the docks.
clothes.
Let's.
I think it'd have been cool to see the docks here. Quest updated. Now we're gonna go talk to the crow dude. Yeah, that dude. Sophie.
Were you really in that cage? Days.
It might have been closer to 30. I stopped counting after a while.
Uh-huh.
What did you do? I mean, 20 days is a long time to sit in one place and do nothing.
You hear about a note? You are of great interest to me.
Am I? I feel like I'm a great interest to a lot of people.
That's a very direct... For the sake of this discussion, who do you blame for a death? The sword or the swordsman? Crows are
That's a pretty
simple
petty way of saying
instruments used by
I
someone else
don't
for
blame
their own
me.
reasons.
But,
So, one of our swords is
I mean, you're
fine.
still responsible
He
for
and his
murdering
employees
people.
will do their job or die trying. But the crows as a whole have no bias.
Yeah, whatever.
Ferelden is a busy place. Sometimes they really don't
I get it
along.
logically, but,
You
like,
want to do something about it.
at the same
The people
time,
that handle that sort of
he
thing can get
chose
really busy.
to... I mean, I guess a lot of them didn't choose. Like, Severin didn't
So,
choose to be a
someone
crow.
that's crossed our path and lived, well, maybe they could help out. Make some coin. I hand you a scroll. If you find out something happens to him, you don't like what's on the scroll, don't do anything. Maybe he has an accident. Hey, if that's all, luck be to you.
Alright, well, I feel like I'm ending this with more quests than I started with. But, we got through quite a bit, so I'm gonna call it there. I'll see you guys next time, and hopefully Zach will be with me. Bye!